August has been a month of some really good sneaker drops, but sadly you can't get them all, most especially the hyped up ones. But today, the sneaker that I got right over here, I consider to be one of those on the better side. Yo, what is good you guys? This is Marl from the Project Lime Life, and today I'm going to talk to you about everything that you need to know on the Nike Dunk High First Use Green Noise. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I appreciate you dropping by. If you are new here and do enjoy sneakers, fashion, and even some travel content, you have come to the right place. And so go on ahead, click that little red button right over there, go subscribe to the channel. We are so close to reaching that 1,000 subscriber mark. And so I really do appreciate it if you can help me reach that milestone. Also, go ahead and drop a like if you love sneakers as well, a fellow sneakerhead. First, let's talk about the shoebox that it came with. So, as you can see, as I pull it up, you have your typical red Nike shoebox. There's anything special about it, except if you take a look over at the size tag. So, taking a look over at the size tag, if you can read it, it says Nike Dunk High SE. So that SE stands for Special Edition, which is what this sneaker is. And so following that, as you can see, I did manage to get a size 13, which is my shoe to size, which is a big relief considering how hard it is to get, well, big sizes, as I usually say here on the channel. Just want to give a quick shout out to Nike Park Philippines for the dub. And no, I'm not sponsored by any of them in any way. So I did manage to cop this pair from Nike Park PH by winning and getting selected from their Cop and Rock raffle. Now, taking out the shoes itself, the main attraction, here it is. This is the Nike Dunk High First Use Green Noise. Let me just put it right over here for display. So this shoe was actually one out of 4 Nike Dunk Highs that were part of the first use pack. Nike celebrates their 50th year anniversary of the Nike swoosh, which was initially designed by Carolyn Davidson, which was a big turnover from their previous brand called Blue Ribbon Sports. And so that's basically how this pack, this collection came to be. And so apart from the Nike Dunk Highs, there were actually some other sneaker silhouettes that were part of the first use collection. And those were some, I believe, Air Maxes, there were some Blazers, there were some Air Forces as well, and even a Vapor Max. But what I believe to be the best sneaker out of all that collection, it would have to be this Nike Dunk High Green Noise. So the official color rate of the sneaker is light bone / green noise. These released here in the Philippines on July 21st with a retail price of 6,595 pesos, or roughly 120 US dollars. So diving right into the sneakers itself, looking at it aesthetically, as you can see, it is made out of this sail color. The mudguard panel, which is in this sail color, is made out of suede, while over at the toe box, it is made from leather. The leather quality of these doesn't seem to be that much premium, especially when compared to a couple of Air Jordan 1s, but it gets the job done. Moving up, the eye stays is in suede, and weaving right through them, you do have 2 laces. Now, one of them is in this sail / kind of light gray color, while the other is in green. And right at the middle of those shoelaces, you do have this gold swoosh, I would like to say doubre. So this doubre is supposed to replicate the golden ring that was given to Carolyn Davidson, the original creator of the Nike swoosh. And I think that actually adds to the story of this sneaker as a whole. Don't see much dunks having this gold kind of doubre right over it. And actually, looking at the base of that swoosh, there's actually a little, it kind of mimics a diamond. Maybe it's some sort of zirconium or something like that, but it just adds to that premium effect. Now, underneath those shoelaces, you do have this sail mesh tongue, which is a little off in shade if you ask me. And right at the top of that, you have the classic Nike tag with the Nike swoosh in orange, and you have the Nike text, which is in this classic font. And what is interesting though is that if you look at the inner part of that tag, which is, well, you won't be able to see it if you are not the wearer of the shoe, but if you take a look at the inner part of the tag, you will be able to read the following: for the 50th anniversary of the swoosh, we celebrate the detail and craft of its humble beginnings. Now that is just really cool and adds to the detail of this sneaker. Taking a look over at the lateral side, first, what just pops out in the open is this big stitched on outline of the Nike swoosh in green. So I believe that this is something unique, especially for a dunk high, since I'm not really sure if there are any dunk highs that have this sort of design as well. I'm leaning towards no, but if I'm wrong, go ahead and tell me in the comment section down below. But this is just something really new to me. And a small detail which is not noticeable until taking a closer look at, underneath the swoosh, you have the writing, first used June 18, 1971, which happens to be the date the Nike swoosh was introduced to represent the Nike brand. And that portion where you can see that, it is in this leather material, same with the toe. Now, flipping to the medial side of the sneaker, it is in your usual design of how a Nike dunk high is. So you've got your normal swoosh, which is in leather this time, which is now filled up, which continues until the back of the sneaker. Now, one cool detail about this sneaker, which honestly, I just figured it out right before I shot this video, is that this panel right over here at the top of the eye stay is actually loose. Whenever I see this, it kind of reminds me of the Rookie of the Years or even the Off-White Jordan 1s. So it's just really cool to see that. There is no writing, which I thought it would be really cool if they added another piece of history right over here, maybe some text on something about the swoosh again, but it just gives off a different look, a different vibe, and you could just style it however you want it depending on, well, how you want your look to be. And now moving over at the back of the sneaker, you do have more of that suede as well as leather. And taking a look over at the top, you do have this green suede pull tab. Taking a look over at the inside of the shoe, first at the sock liner, it is in this sail mesh material, which kind of feels a little bit rough compared to some Air Jordan 1s, but it still does provide some cushion to it. It's not that bad, but it's not that good either. Now again, details is what this sneaker is, and it just keeps on piling up. The insole, as you can see, shows off the history of Nike's branding and on how they changed up the overall design of the swoosh throughout the years. And I personally just find that very cool and educational at the same time. Now moving down on the sneaker to the midsole, as you can see, it is also in what I would say is sail, although it is in a different shade compared to the upper, as you can see. Finally, rounding things up, you do have your standard Nike Dunk High outsole, this time in the same shade of sail with the upper. And so overall, I'm absolutely digging this sneaker. And now I'm wondering why this did not sell out here in the Philippines. I do believe that it's sold out in the US, for sure in other countries as well, but I wonder why it didn't sell out in here. And so if you do want a pair, it is highly likely that you will still be able to find them for retail online. I do know that these sold out over at the US, so why didn't it sell out over here? But I really do believe that this is a really great shoe. Aesthetically, looking at it, it's just really superb. You've got sail color in the green, which is just so monotone, and you could just absolutely rock a lot of really good outfits with this. Go basic, go all out, I don't care. You can wear a lot of outfits with this. Now, I would highly suggest that if you could get yourself a pair, I would act up right now while prices are still low, because this shoe in the US was a silent drop, a low-key drop, and yet it's still sold out. But that's about it for my review on the Nike Dunk High First Use Green Noise. And now I want to know what you guys think about this sneaker. Do you like this or some of the other color options that released? Were you able to cop on release day? Let me know all about it down below. Again, if you're new here, please do subscribe to the channel. We are almost at that 1K mark. Help me reach it. And don't forget to drop a like as well. I highly do appreciate it. If you do want to reach me, you can do so over at Instagram. Follow me as well. It is at @Neymar_Jr. and I'll provide a link to that over below as well. And with that wraps things up. Thank you again for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Once again, this has been Moral from the Project Lime Life, reminding you guys to always keep safe out there, and God bless.